Welcome Gemini to your in-depth weekly forecast for week commencing the 2nd of September for the Ascendant, the Sun or the Moon. The week begins with Pluto inversing back into Capricorn. Capricorn's about structures, but for you it's the 8th house. When Pluto moved into this area in 2008, it's a very psychological part of the situation, and you've probably gone through some deep transformations since then. Also, the 8th house can be to do with shared finance, but also long-term financial planning. The shakeout from what you experienced since 2008 is going to be revealed between now and the 19th of November. It's a time of outcomes. But also, as this week begins, Mars prepares to move out of your sign where it's been for the last 6 weeks, and it makes its way into your 2nd house. The 2nd house is all about everyday money, and the host Cancer may be a more emotional energy, but if you can feel your way to really shore up your foundations and use the energy of Mars in terms of being more protective, it's really going to be a good thing to do along with Pluto's retrograde. But this week also sees that new moon in your 4th house, which is about where you live, who you live with and how, but also your emotional world. But it's possible that worldly demands, or perhaps trying to look out for people close to you, their needs, are really starting to weigh quite heavily upon you. And that may be something that you could find a bit restrictive, particularly towards the end of this week when your ruler Mercury is back into a tense right angle with Uranus. So some energy or some information can come to the fore towards the end of this week, which puts you on edge to some degree. How do you deal with this? Well, I feel it's embracing the energy of Venus. Venus is in a very playful part of your scope now. It can be about attraction, but also about money. But also it can be about your creativity. If there's something that you can do that gives you some light relief, whether it's a hobby, a crafting interest, whether it's reading, whether it's socializing, take the chance to get out and have some time away from some of those pressing demands, because whether it is professionally, whether it is personally or at home, everyone needs some escapism. And I feel that's what Venus is offering you. And it may be, with its opposition to the North Node at the heart of this week, the one particular friend can just be the perfect foil. You may not have exactly the same interests or the same talents, but you can share things between one another, which is just going to be perfect for what you're encountering at this time. But for an air sign like you, the new moon is asking you to become more conscious of how things feel and being okay with that. And Pluto moving back into the 8th house is accenting that as well. So the emotional domain is not always easy for air signs to grasp, but that's the opportunity you have with some light relief this week. Have a great week, Gemini, and please do check out getting your year 2024 personal forecast for free if you order your 25 chart now, and also you can get your life roadmap report for 30% off. Each chart totally unique for the person it's produced for. They give you searing insights and they're great value. Please see below for more.